No matter what your work is, it's information. The information is decoded from your brain and encoded on the page in the form of words. Those words get transmitted to other people. They decode the information back into thoughts in their own brains, and that's the way the transaction works. Yay. Well, if we're talking about the electronic version of a thing, we are really only talking about a much more efficient way of transmitting that information. You can cut out all the pages. You can cut out all the printing. You can cut out all the distribution. You can cut out all the going to bookstore. You can get the information much more quickly. And that, to me, is the promise of the electronic age. It cuts out a variety of middlemen. But, of course, with all the good news, there's the bad news, because here's what happens. You go into a bookstore and you see a copy of your favorite author's new book, and they're selling it for 20 bucks. You say, well, I can see $20 worth of value there. Look at it. It's substantial. It's a hardbound book. Somebody made a cover, printed it, distributed it, all of those middleman activities. It looks like it's worth 20 bucks. You go to Amazon, the same information is available for between $3 and $10, because that's how Amazon sets up their system. And you say to yourself, well, how can that information be both worth $5 and $15 and $20? I don't understand. How can it be worth both? For fans of books, the answer is clear. You get to take it with you and take it home and put it on your bookshelf. But for fans of pure information, obviously buying the $5 version, that's going to be much more economical in the long run. This has the negative impact of pushing prices down. People will come to expect that books that we spend 6 months or a year writing are not worth $20. They're only worth $5. I don't know how to deal with this exactly. I don't know how to fight that, and I'm not even sure that we should fight it. I feel like I must embrace it by generating more product. If I have a broad product line that I can't sell anything at a very high price for, okay, I can't sell anything at a high price, but I can sell a lot of different things to the same people, and that's called a market. So that's what I'm striving for. And underlying this, again, is the feeling, God, I wish it weren't this way. I wish that I were a novelist who didn't come of age in the electronic age. I wish that I were a novelist at a time when novels went into bookstores and people followed them in and bought them and took them out. But that's not the world I'm living in. It's not the world you're living in. And a lot of what we need to deal with, especially those of us of a certain age, is just coming to terms with our own, I don't want to use the word prejudice, but I will. We have a prejudice against the electronic version of things because it's not what we're used to. But our children and our children's children are used to it, and their children will find the idea of books quaint. They will say, why did you go to all the bother of printing this thing when you could have just transmitted it electronically and shared the information that much more quickly and that much more efficiently? So this is the world we live in.